Well, we were excited. Super Bowl just ended, and we knew that the end of that started baseball season. So it's just like anything else. We're moving in with a tremendous amount of excitement. But I think it's important to state that since the day I stepped on campus, they say you need to evolve. You don't evolve from goals such as this, and they haven't changed. One, we're trying to win the MAC outright. We're trying to do that every single year. The second thing is we're trying to win the MAC tournament because that has proven to be the ticket to the NCAA tournament as we proved in 2016. So those two goals are first and foremost on our list of objectives and goals and things we want to accomplish. And we've, you'll probably talk about a little bit more in this interview of things that we're trying to do that we think might position us to reach those goals even better.
First thing, just talk about the schedule. Obviously, a very tough schedule, playing a lot of Power 5 teams.
Yeah.
Just talk about the overall schedule.
Well, this is the most Power 5 schools that I've played since I've been here. And I think since early on in my career, I've kind of been an underdog in a lot of situations for a lot of different reasons. And I've never shied away from anybody as to who we play or where we play them. And this year's no exception to that. We're going to open up at USC, and if you follow baseball, you do know that they have more national titles than anybody in college baseball, and double more than second place with 12 national titles. They've been to Omaha 21 times, and they've had the most players make the major leagues with 114 than any other team in college baseball. So there's tremendous tradition. They got a new coach out there, Coach Gill. Proven. He's done a good job where he has been, and I anticipate he'll do a good job here. But you know what? We're going to fly to sunny Los Angeles, and we're going to have 3 shots to beat a Power 5 school in USC, and it'll be a tremendous situation for us.
A few weeks of practice in now, who's kind of stepped up to you? Who's been kind of a bright spot for you in practice?
Well, so far the bright spot has been that we're getting more consistency in pitching. Let me back up a little bit quicker on just a question you asked on scheduling. From USC we go to Alabama A&M, and it should prove to be a little more similar to what we might be coming outside, non-Power 5 school, but a respected program. We respect everybody we play. Then the next weekend we're going to go to Louisville, who's preseason #1 in the nation, and we're going to play 3 games at their place. And I wanted to say in the first part of your question that the whole idea behind this, including playing Iowa and Army in spring break this year, is to better battle test our guys. We have a series at Butler and then at Evansville prior to the MAC opener here on March the 27th, and we were hoping that the challenging schedule and the veterans on this club could handle any ups and downs that we might experience, and no matter what happens, that it all prepares us better to win the MAC outright, and that's our goal. But, talk about the pitching. Last year it was kind of our Achilles heel, and injuries or not, nobody wants to hear about them, including me, next man up. It was an issue, and we were thin, and it proved to be. So what we're trying to avoid at worst case scenario is the second year in a row, which was last year, where we got knocked out of the MAC tournament on the last day of the season. So without singling out any one person, I would tell you that I'm excited about the pitching way more than last year. It looks like we're going to have more depth of guys that can help us get outs. But if I had to single out one person, it probably would be a redshirt freshman from last year, Will Morrison, who's going to sit in right field next to Blake Dunn, I think everybody knows about Blake and who he is. But Will Morrison has got a chance to be an outstanding player here, and he's been showing some things that are more veteran-based than rookie-based, so I'm excited to see what he does.
I guess you kind of answered that question already, but what are you excited about going into this year? And after the last 2 years not making the tournament, what's your excitement level?
My excitement level is we're looking for consistent performance, and I looked back, since 2014, we have not played a meaningless conference game, meaning that every single conference game we have played in since the 2014 season has had value. Going to the last 2 years, the last game, unfortunately eliminated. So I'm excited knowing that our teams compete. I'm excited to know that I have a little more veteran players this year. I would tell you I'm really excited to have a prolific center fielder like Blake Dunn in the middle of the field that possesses multiple offensive weapons. And not only that, he's one of the hardest workers I've ever coached. I like the fact that I wouldn't say there's any Don Drysdales or Tom Seavers on our pitching staff, but I like the fact that there's several seniors that have kind of been there and done that, and that sophomore Brady Miller coming off of an all-MAC performance freshman campaign where he was 5-0, will anchor our staff on Friday night. I think it's going to give us a chance to see what we can be. But team speed is a little bit different this year with Morrison, Dunn, Charping, McIntyre. Those guys are going to cause some problems on the bases, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do for us to expand our offense. I've been fortunate to coach a lot of really great guys from really great families, but I've rarely had an opportunity to coach a team like I have right now as far as what they've created in their own locker room, advancing our culture to another level of support, camaraderie, chemistry, selflessness. I'm just kind of excited to see what they do. Go Broncos. Yeah.